Hi guys, here's the second video for the Sacral Chakra, orange. Okay, and again I'm doing these videos specifically around wounds that healers carry in these chakras. So each chakra, as you saw, has a multitude of different ways that the wounds can be expressed, but I'm trying to shape it around how it might express itself, particularly for healers, yoga instructors, therapists, energy workers, people who are trying to do this professionally, which is what this Facebook group is all about. So, so if I seem to skip some stuff, that's why I'm trying to shape it more for the healers. So, the biggest thing that I have seen in the sacral chakra is my clientele is predominantly women, which is also why this Facebook group is predominantly women. Not to say there are not male healers. There are some great male healers out there. I have a lot of good friends who do this work, and I fully respect them, but I do tend to draw a lot more females to me, and I think that a huge number of souls have incarnated as female healers in this time because we are trying to bring back the divine feminine energy that has been taken from this planet throughout history and throughout culture, simply because of the patriarchy and the way that the masculine energy has been revered as like the way to go. So I think that in order to bring balance back, we have a huge number of female healers in this time. And again, I do have some men in this group, so this is nothing against male healers. I really respect them. But the way that I see it mostly in my clientele, which is mostly female, is that there's a disconnect between the divine feminine part of their soul. They're not fully connected to the goddess energy that we all carry, which we do. We all have God and goddess energy in us, divine feminine, divine masculine energy within each of us, regardless of what gender we're expressing in this incarnation. So the wound that I see for most female healers is around not being connected to that goddess energy, and I think that really comes from a lot of past life stuff, you know, because of the historical times of patriarchy and women being persecuted for doing this work. And then also present life stuff, I see it expressed huge amounts of childhood sexual trauma into adult sexual trauma, or trauma around gender stuff, like not being respected or being seen as weak for feminine traits, you know, for being sensitive or empathic, or being taken advantage of in the workplace. This is like corporate America stuff. Those wounds, I think those all hit the feminine. Like, it makes it very hard to connect to the divine feminine within you and the goddess within you, because we're taught in the society that the goddess is not, it's not worth it, you know, she's not something to be honored, which is a shame, because it's very powerful healing energy. And so when I get healers that are blocked in that chakra, they're not able to do the healing work that they want to do because they are blocked there, and they're not fully calling in the goddess energy that every soul has. Again, regardless of gender, we all have both sides. And so again, if I'm going to translate this for male healers, it would be the wounds that I see there would be more around being shamed or made fun of for having the more sensitive female traits of being empathic, being psychic, being sensitive and caring, you know, things that traditionally men are not very much allowed to do in this society. So those are the main wounds I see in the sacral, and it's very difficult to, especially if you're carrying actual sexual trauma, that can really wound that sacral chakra and can completely cause somebody to shut down from connecting to their goddess energy and their divine feminine energy. So there is a lot of work to be done around that, a lot of healing, a lot of release. But one thing you can do is, again, with meditation, you can try to connect to, you can call your guides forth and ask them to bring you a representation of your goddess energy. So she might show as an actual separate person, and you can, that's typically how it shows actually in my sessions. That's how I see it represented, so that the client can actually connect with them. So you can do a meditation where you call in the goddess part of you that maybe hasn't had a voice, hasn't been able to fully express herself through you, and you can sit and talk with her and connect with her and find out what is it that's blocking her, what can you do to help, how can you tune into her, tap into her, bring her energy forward into your healing work with others, because she is very powerful and she is the foundation for doing this healing work in any life. Like, that energy is here to heal the planet. So other things you can do are wear orange. You can carry a, what is it called? Carnelian. Carnelian is a stone that I have because I also, of course, also have wounds in the sacral chakra. I have a huge carnelian. It's like this size, and I keep it on my bedside table just to kind of have that energy around me while I sleep. Also, you know, dancing, like anything that gets you back in touch with your body, where you're honoring the creative flow and the sexual flow, because creativity and sexuality, those are just energies, just like money, and they're just flow. If you allow it to flow through you, you can really do beautiful things with it. It's really about honoring the flow of all the energy that comes through you in different ways, and I think, unfortunately, many women are just blocked in the sacral. We're not allowing that flow to happen. And this is not necessarily all about sexuality. It's also about creativity and allowing emotions to flow. It's all flow. There's a lot of flow in the sacral chakra, and balance, finding balance with all of that. So it's very important to tune in and see if you do find a block there. And if you do, start out by seeing if you can connect to your goddess and see what she has to say. It's usually very interesting to learn how long she's been with you. I mean, because this is a part of your soul, very important part of your soul. So what she's been doing with you in other lives, how she's helped you be a healer in other lives, and then what she wants to do with you in this life, like how she wants to help you be a healer in this life. It's incredibly powerful. So see if you can do that in a meditation, and it will be a start, and then you can go from there and kind of try to incorporate her into your healing work, and she can even help you with other wounds that you have in the sacral chakra. You can call on her as a divine wise being, divine wise part of you, to heal the wounds that you're carrying from this life, if it is around more difficult things like sexual trauma. You can call on her to help you. So it's very powerful. I'm very excited to hear how it goes. And again, I wanted to say that these videos are mostly channeled. I'm just kind of opening up and just bringing through what my guides have to say, but also this is based on work I do with my clients, so I'm kind of synthesizing the two. So if I ever am not clear, please let me know, because sometimes I stumble over my words as I'm trying to sort through what's coming in. I do get a little tripped up sometimes, so please let me know if it's not clear or you have questions. I love to talk about this stuff with you guys, and I want to be sure that I'm being clear. So, alright, I hope this helped, and I will see you guys in the solar plexus video. Take care.